Hey everyone, Brickhouse here with another video. They said that the boycott of Bud Light wouldn't last. Well, here from the Daily Mail, Bud Light sales tumbled 26% amid sobering Dylan Mulvaney backlash as competitors see spike in beer purchases. Beer Business Daily reported that Bud Light sales outside of restaurants and bars was down 26.1% from a year earlier in the week ended April 22nd. Sales of Bud Light beer are down by over a quarter year on year after the disastrous partnership with transgender influencer Mr. Mulvaney. The beer brand presented Mulvaney with a personalized can showing his face, which he promoted on April the 1st. I wish they would just say he and not her. He's a dude. Fans of the beer erupted in fury, mostly the redneck crowd. A boycott was declared. Kid Rocky's Bud Light cans as target practice, and $5 billion was wiped off the value of the brand. It actually got up to as much as $6 billion in market cap. Two senior marketing executives have taken leave of absence amid the fiasco. I doubt we will see any more from them again. On Sunday, Beer Business Daily reported that the beer's off-premise sales volume, meaning the amount of beer sold outside of restaurants and bars, had fallen by 26.1% from a year earlier in the week ending April 22nd. Sales were down 21.1% in the prior week, while competitors Coors Light and Miller Lite saw consumers turning to their brands as both have had an increase in sales. So far this year, Bud Light volumes are down 8%. The shocking deterioration of Bud Light Blue's market share continued to pace through the third week of April and actually somehow worsened. We've never seen such a dramatic shift in national share in such a short period of time, Beer Business Daily wrote on its website. Coors Light volume was up 13.3% for the same time period, and Miller Lite rose 13.6%. Now keep in mind, Miller and Coors, even though they're two separate brands, are actually under the same umbrella. Last week, senior executives of parent company Anheuser-Busch held a closed-door meeting with distributors in Washington, D.C., where they laid out future plans and promised to spend heavily on Bud Light to salvage its public image, according to reports. Benji Steinman, editor of Beer Marketers Insights, said that spending on the brand fell off a cliff last year, but Anheuser-Busch leaders are promising to rectify the situation, the New York Post reported. On top of the marketing blitz, executives for Bud Light will also go through a more rigorous screening process, according to one Northeast-based beer distributor who spoke to the New York Post. There will be an improved screening process before any marketing hits the public. Executives will have to go through a more rigorous screening process, Bud Light execs said during Zoom meetings this month. Now, last month, Donald Trump Jr. called for an end to the boycott of Bud Light in a video posted on his Rumble channel. Now, I disagree with Don Jr. on this, but we each have our own opinions. During his message, Trump Jr. emphasized the brewer's conservative credentials and said it was wrong to blame the whole company for the inaction or the stupidity of someone in a marketing campaign that got woke as hell. He's partially right there. But this goes back to pushing an agenda. I get that the company, at least in the past, has generally been conservative. But this company is also heavily into ESG. And being heavily into ESG, they want to make their ESG score look as good as possible. So that's why you have what you have with the promotion of Bud Light by Dylan Mulvaney. It's about ESG over doing proper business and doing right by your customers. In the video, former President's son pointed to Anheuser-Busch's support of Republicans, including Ohio Senator J.D. Vance and California Rep. Kevin McCarthy. Trump Jr. said the decision to partner with Mulvaney was reportedly was reportedly made by a low-level marketing employee rather than the senior executives. He is correct there, except that low-level employee got the okay from the vice president of marketing for Bud Light, and that vice president of marketing for Bud Light was pushing her own personal agenda versus coming up with a better idea to market the beer. I'm not going to get any more into the Don Jr. comments. I've done videos about the CEO's comments. I'd be interested to hear what you all have to say. I mean, Don Jr. called for the end of the boycott, I think 10 days ago, and the boycott's still going on. In fact, while I was out in Vegas, there was a couple ladies at the bar I was at, and I was shocked when they said, "Yeah, we'll take a couple Bud Lights," knowing that at least out in Vegas, they're having a hard time pushing Bud Light at the bars in the resorts on the strip. Some of the comments here on the article: actions have consequences, but the woke don't get that concept. That is absolutely 100% correct. The woke don't get that concept. Instead, they whine and scream and dig their heels in and go even further woke. This other comment here: I hope everyone gets the message. Quit preaching and pandering and sell a good product. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what it's all about. So again, guys, please comment on the video, share your opinion. Please smash that like button, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get notified when my content is posted up here on YouTube. I'm also over on Rumble too, so head on over there. And I thank you for watching. I thank you for tuning in as always, and we will see you in the next video.